So my name is Lisa Häberlein, and with a background in philosophy and education, I work as a research project manager at EUREC, the European Network of Research Ethics Committees. And EUREC is a partner in VERITY, and we are responsible for Work Package 2, which focuses on stakeholder engagement. And I've had the pleasure to lead this work from the start. So yeah, together with my former colleague Philip Hövel, we kicked off the stakeholder engagement by developing a comprehensive strategy. And our first step was reaching out to all VERITY partners to understand how they plan to engage stakeholders through interviews, workshops, focus groups, and other formats. And this gave us a clear picture of who was doing what and when. And based on that, we developed a living stakeholder list first, a practical and dynamic document that brought everything together, and it helped us track planned activities and stakeholder across the project, and became kind of a go-to reference for the whole consortium. But of course, our role didn't stop there. EUREC also manages VERITY's Advisory and Impact Board, which we proudly refer to as our Stewards of Trust. And we brought together 22 brilliant minds, experts in science and policy, media, and more. So from across Europe and even beyond, including Asia and America. And I really think that this diversity has been a huge asset, allowing us to bring in different cultural and systemic perspectives on trust in science. Yeah, and then finally, we've led the cluster activities. That includes both a core cluster, working closely with our sister projects, Janus and Poiesis, and a broader trust in science community, let's say, which connects Janus and Poiesis, and also projects exploring related issues like open science, emerging technologies, research in times of crises. So yeah, it has been both impactful and fun, I would say. Well, looking back, I think one of the things I'm most proud of is how we've made engagement and collaboration truly work across partners, projects, and also continents. And our stakeholder engagement strategy was one of the first pieces of work developed in VERITY, and it really set the tone. So the living stakeholder list, as simple as it sounds, gave structure to something that's often hard to keep track of in this kind of large research projects. And it ensured that engagement was not just a one-time checkbox, but kind of a continuous and coordinated effort. And then there's our Advisory and Impact Board, our Stewards of Trust, and their commitment has really been incredible. So they are supporting us in everything from reviewing deliverables to participating in workshops, doing interviews, and even co-authoring publications. So yeah, they presented alongside us at conferences and shared our work within their own networks. And now many of them are involved in our I'm a Steward of Trust campaign, acting as ambassadors as well, and carrying VERITY's message forward even after the project ends. And then, yeah, our cluster work has also been a major highlight. So with Janus and Poiesis, our sister projects, under the same funding call, we built a core cluster that stayed in really close contact throughout the project. So we held regular exchange meetings, co-presented at major conferences like the World Conference of Research Integrity or the NRIO Congress. And we even organized a joint final conference this year in Brussels. So of course, each project kept its unique perspective, but we worked together to really amplify our shared message about trust in science. And beyond that, we've also developed a broader cluster, a more trust in science community, which included projects that connect to trust through related themes. And with these projects and their representatives, we met annually for in-depth discussions on pressing topics like science for policy, and also on shared challenges like AI. And one of the best outcomes from this group was a joint policy brief on the role of trust in science for effective policymaking and societal progress. So I think this is a real testament to the power of cross-project collaboration. And now we're putting all of these efforts into our final EUREC deliverable, which is a comprehensive report that is co-authored by my colleague Mathieu Rochambeau. And in this report, we don't just summarize the stakeholder activities of the last 3 years, but we also include a forward-looking roadmap to help others build on what we've done, especially with our stewards of trust. The results of our work are intended for a wide audience, including traditional stakeholders like universities, research funders, research ethics committees like the EUREC, those from the EUREC network, but also non-traditional ones like social media actors, science communicators, industry partners, and so on. So we emphasize that trust in science is something that affects us all, and building it requires coordinated effort from many directions. So we hope that our stakeholder engagement approach that is taking on an ecosystemic perspective and therewith a more inclusive, networked, and ultimately impact-driven model can inspire others as well. And I would say that our advisory and impact board, and especially the I Am a Steward of Trust campaign, are central to ensuring VERITY's legacy lives on. So these ambassadors are some of the most engaged and insightful experts I've worked with. So they will continue to share our findings and push for uptake of our key output, especially the protocol of recommendations for enhancing trust in science. And that document is designed to be practical, to be adaptable and relevant across contexts. And we truly hope it will be taken up across Europe and beyond. And then our final report will outline strategies for ongoing collaboration, the use of our tools, and opportunities to keep building on what we've started. Because while the funding may be ending, the need to enhance trust in science is ongoing. And yeah, who knows, with such great people involved and such strong connections that we've formed, maybe VERITY's story isn't quite finished yet. I hope so.